All right, so before you get into this episode, I'm already gonna let y'all know now. There was a echo that everybody else was hearing but me. So you're gonna hear that echo in this audio. Please, it's still a great episode. Don't let that deter you from listening. It's not unlistenable, but there is like a bad echo. I ain't even gonna hold you. Um, Throughout the whole episode, it's not like I said. You can still listen. You can still enjoy. It's still hilarious. It's still a great episode. But I do apologize. And yeah, let's get into the episode. Hey, what up, y'all? It's your girl, Miss Finesse, and you are now tuned into another episode of the Not From Concentrate podcast. How y'all been? I know it's been a minute, but I'm back with a great episode. Actually, I can't wait to dive into tonight's topic. But as you can see, it's not just me here. I have three wonderful ladies that I can't wait for y'all to meet. And yeah, so we'll start one by one. First, because you're on the top of the screen, we got my girl Jazz. Give it up for Jazz.
Hey y'all.
Next, we have Taylor.
What's up, y'all?
And then last but not least, we have Grammy with the Yammy
Bam, 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 bam.
Morgan.
I do my own bam, bam.
So I have these wonderful ladies that I've actually met. I think I've met y'all various times, but I'll say, of course, over probably 3 years, I've probably known everybody. So I'm gonna give everybody a chance to introduce themselves, say how their week was going, has been going, and yeah. So Morgan, since you were last, you can start it off first. How's your week been going?
Oh, God. My week been good. I've been going out and doing things and being social. So, it's been good. Mm.
I know that's right. All right, tell you next. How has your week been going? Your weekend? Tell us all about it. What's been going on?
My week was super tiring. I feel like working is very ghetto. It takes all of my energy. My weekend was cool. I went to North Carolina. It's my grandma's birthday. Shout out to Graham, the big E. Okay. But yeah, my week's been good.
Excelente. And Jazz, tell us how your week's been going. How was your weekend? What's been going on? You feel me? All that goodness.
How long do we have for me to talk about how my week has been?
As long as you want.
Um, Work week has been stressful and very hectic. Personal has been good. It's been really, really good.
Excelente. Glad to hear it.
That's so
So yeah,
good.
so typically y'all know I go into, planting the seed moment and topics and all that stuff. But we ain't doing that today. Nah, the news has been a little bit blech. So I really wanted got these ladies here. This is gonna be called the purple episode. And we're gonna talk about a topic that all of us can relate to in this here a year of our Lord and Savior, 2022, dating. How have you been dating? Dating apps, these niggas out here, all that goodness, okay? But yeah, so we just gonna call this squeeze episode and we're gonna get right into it. So, dating in 2022. How do y'all feel about it? Let's just get a general synopsis of how y'all feel that dating in 2022 has been going for you.
Ghetto. It's very ghetto. The streets are trash.
uh,
It's
Anybody
like you thinking that you're doing extra, and then you realize they really devastating, like she said.
There's nothing out here.
It's definitely nothing out here in these streets.
Sheesh.
And not only
But
that,
honestly, for me, I've had, I was gonna say better luck, but I don't like using that word. But because I'm an introvert and I like to be in the house, the pandemic has kind of helped because of the dating apps.
All right, so let's get into that. So, I heard mentioned a few times dating apps. So, if y'all don't know, I'm pretty sure you do. So I don't even know why I'm going to say this, but dating apps are a thing now, pretty much for our generation, how we date, how we go out, how we meet folks. So dating apps, yes, ladies, are y'all on any date? What dating apps are y'all on, and how would you rate those dating apps?
Well, it depends. What are you looking for?
Oh, so it
Now, if you're out
varies.
here looking for a husband, it's definitely a zero across the board. But if you're here for a good time and not a long time, these could be in your favor. So,
So you're
So I'm
saying,
the opposite
go
of
ahead.
Tay Tay. I'm not looking for a good time. I'm looking for something with substance. Um, I'm because I'm dating with a purpose and intentions. So,
Oh my God!
hey, won't he do it? Listen, so I'm on Tinder and Hinge. I had KG. I forgot the app I told you about, but I deleted
Black
that.
Gentry.
I deleted that.
Yeah, it's about to get
I was
deleted for me because I'm
I was
like,
sick of paying
there's
for it.
32 people who I don't know who
hey,
want to see me.
She paid because she wanted to see who was liking her. Now, if
Girl,
it was a
look at you.
$5.99 thing, I probably would have done it. But it was like, wasn't it like 12?
oh, okay,
It
okay,
was
okay.
$24.99.
No,
No way.
no,
No way.
Oh,
Not on the
no,
plane.
no, ma'am. No
Yes,
turkey, no
yes,
ham.
yes.
They are really advertising off of folks and their emotions.
All right, wait. Okay, so we're gonna get to that app, and because that's the one that I have yet, even though I downloaded Hinge, but we're gonna get to that. All right, so Taylor, you said that there's apps that you can get on that you want to just for a good time, not a long time. And then you said you're on apps, Jazz, to date with a purpose. And Morgan, you're not on anything at all. So, what apps would you all, if you can come to a consensus, or maybe not, would you say are more so tailored to dating for like finding a husband, or wait, let me back it up. So, does everybody here, what is your sexual preferences? Let's start there, because you gotta you gotta say that nowadays.
I like the meat.
Strictly dickly.
This meat.
Same.
Okay, so that makes four straight women. Okay, bet. So four straight women are on here.
Mhm.
Now back to the question I was asking. So I've heard that because I've never made a Tinder because I've always heard it's for things like just to hook up and just to have sexual intercourse, which I'm currently not doing, haven't done, and then things like Hinge or Black or well actually like Hinge and Bumble where you go to get married, and then things like Black and uh, I don't even know what other. Oh, Plenty of Fish. All that stuff is also the hookup. So how do y'all agree, disagree? What do y'all feel about that?
I have mixed feelings about it. I think when Tinder was first created, it was definitely for hooking up, and it probably still is. But some of the profiles that I see, people are really taking the time to like write a bio. And the men that don't have a bio, they're probably up there just trying to hook up. But
So
I
yeah,
used to have plenty of fish.
Plenty of fishes. The bottom of
yeah.
the
I had
barrel,
Plenty of Fish in
child.
2017, and I thought I met somebody who's gonna kill me on there. Never met them in person because I'm like, yeah, I don't want to get murdered. So that's me.
I feel like it's like again, like Jazz says she's dating with intentions. Like for me, it's like I'm not dating intentionally, but I feel like okay, if I can't find my man who I'm gonna be with, what am I supposed to do? Have no fun? Like I feel like you always have to have a nice strategy in place to complement where you are in this moment. And I feel like with that in mind, when you get on these apps, you have to know what do you want from it. Like I feel like I like Tinder because I feel like it shows your personality more. Like Hinge, because I've only been on Tinder and Hinge. Hinge is like you can only say so much, and there's prompts and all of these things. But in Tinder, you can create a bio. So I feel like that tells me a lot about a person. If they even create a bio, what do they say in their bio? What type of pictures do they have? So I feel like he's just more blindsided, you know?
You're the first person I've ever heard who said that. Everybody's always like, Tinder, because they feel like Tinder is just to hook up. They don't really, they breathe like, do you look good? Do you look like you're safe? All right, let's get into it. Are you close? Versus something like him, just like people delve into the, do you have kids? And we're gonna get into all that too. Or like, so you mentioned something that I find interesting. You said, you look at the bio, you look at the pics. So is it basically if you see a guy's profile and say he's not photogenic, but he has a great bio. Would that make a difference versus his bio's trash, but this man's fine as hell? Like, how do you rate who you would swipe right or left on?
Wow. I'm quick with it. I don't spend too much time looking through photos.
She's not.
I'll read your
She's
I'll read your
not.
bio. I'll read your bio. If you seem intriguing, I'll read like you can choose like 5 little things that like describe you. So you can be like vegan, outdoors, work out, travel. So those are like buzzwords that you resonate with. So if I see that you have words that I also like, I'll probably swipe on you. If you're at least medium ugly, I'll probably swipe on you.
Not medium
And if you
ugly.
actually have like an intriguing bio, something corny to make me laugh, I'll be like, huh, then I'll probably swipe on you. And I'm automatically swiping left on most Caucasian men, just a preference. So,
Hey,
just
look,
it's not for
I already
me.
said don't even bring it my way because you're never gonna pass unless you're
Morgan,
John B. And even then, get up out of here.
Morgan and I were on FaceTime with Taylor one time, and she shared her screen. She goes so fast, like
So
left, right,
fast.
left. I'm like, wait a minute, slow down. Let me look at his
No,
profile
it's like I
again.
feel like Tinder is set up as if you were to meet this person in person. Like, okay, you see them, they said a few words. Like, are you gonna go out with them? Are you gonna give them your number? I don't need to stare at your pictures. People don't be looking like their photos. You can't get too attached to the photos.
I mean, yeah, but like,
Do
how
you
you
want care?
how you be scanning that quick? Because she legit was like, and we like, bro, wait, that was
He has a hat on in all his pictures. Left. If he not showing his teeth, left. If his pictures is blurry, looking like he off of Debo, left. Like, it doesn't take too much to know that it's not gonna work.
So you got a system.
Yes. And it takes me a few seconds to calculate.
And it only works for Tay. Let that be clear.
only because we couldn't see it anything.
I probably
I
met.
was I was stuck on profile number 1. She had moved to 20 already.
All right, Jazz. So let's bring it over to you. Okay, so it seems like you take more time with an account. You want to actually go and dive into the nits and grits of a profile. See?
I read everything. Yes.
All right. So how do you then see who you want to yes or no?
Height is a requirement. You must be at least 5'11".
Don't get me started on Jazz.
Okay. No,
She,
no, 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 no. Go ahead. Yeah.
okay. I look to see if they have children. Now on Hinge, it only yes. On Hinge, it only will say have children or don't have children. So if they have children, I try to scroll through their pictures to see if they might have any posted with their children.
Mm-hmm.
Or I might just leave a comment and say, how many children do you have by chance? If you have
do you
more
have
than
with children?
2,
Oh, okay.
and the youngest gotta be over 4 years old.
Interesting. Okay, so we're all pretty much in our 30s and up. Or late 20s, early 30s. Oh, yeah. Late 20s, early 30s. So, do you think it's because me? I really don't. I try because I'm like I said, I have Black Gentry, which is about to get the X, and I have a Hinge that I haven't set up, and I have Black. I'm just probably going to delete that. I've never logged in. But Hinge, when I did have it, I did pretty good. I actually went this fine. Okay, anyway, so kids is something that I'm 31 and I'm just like, and I don't have any children, so people are like, well, pretty much if men are nowadays old enough, they shouldn't have kids, or if they have kids, you shouldn't hold that against them. I'm like, well, no, because they can say that for women. Oh, women nowadays, they all have kids. Well, I don't. You don't. You don't. You don't. There's 4 women right there without kids.
4 single
Or
women without children.
Degreed.
See the Instagram page below.
I have a
Exactly.
dog.
Like degreed women, no kids. So it's like I don't accept that. And a lot of my friends were like, "You're crazy," or that's illogical, or you should. I'm like, I'm not settling. I really don't feel like I should have to have a man at my age with a child if I don't have a child, and he can be saying the same thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so that's just me personally. If it says have kids or want more kids or anything that you already have heirs in this world. Now I
I
have been
think
a
I'm
little
more.
bit.
Oh,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. No, no, no.
I was just gonna say on the children part. I think I'm a little bit more open because I've matched with a few men that are like divorced and like single fathers now, or they're widowers. So I think that's why I'm now a little bit more understanding and a little more open. It just really depends on their situation. Like, I'm not going to probably date a man that has 2 baby mothers, which I'm not doing that. But if it's the same woman, and again, it's like a 13-year-old and maybe a 7-year-old, I might entertain that depending on what the co-parenting situation is.
Mm-hmm. So if they have older children, you're okay with that? Because me, I actually would if I do talk to a man, I'd rather them have like a young child because that way I can feel like if we are together, then and if I do want to take on that stepmother role, then that child, knows me. I don't have to fight against that. You're not my mom. You're not my child. So there's that. You know what I mean? Like we don't got to tussle in that area because the child's been known me since infancy or at least young age versus somebody who's 13, 14, 15, 8, 9, 10. They clearly know, the difference. But, preferences. But Morgan, you've been awfully quiet thus far, and so you're not on dating sites at all. Why not? Why have you taken yourself off the dating site game?
Because they're all trash.
Ooh.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I've tried them all. I was on BOK, Tinder, Bumble, Black Gentry.
Bumble, I
all
heard
of them.
That's not well suited for a woman of African American descent.
I mean, are any of them outside of BOK? I mean, on Tinder, all I see is white, 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 white. Hinge, I tell them, don't give me no whites. They still give me whites. I don't understand. What do you want from me? I don't want a Caucasian.
That's hilarious.
Okay, so, but I haven't found anything on any of them, and I'm not looking for a good time.
So you're dating with intention too?
Yeah, and the dating sites just haven't been good for me. Like all of the conversations are dead end, and they go nowhere. So I'll usually download it, be on there for like 3 or 4 days. The conversations are going nowhere, so I delete. And so I really decided I don't want to be on them anymore because they're not good.
So you're doing good old fashioned in person dating, or trying?
I'm trying to,
but
I haven't met anybody at a grocery store yet.
Really?
I met somebody at the grocery store. It ain't all it's supposed to be, okay? It's all a scam. You gotta get it how you live.
That's hilarious. Okay, so another question that I have, like I said, we're all late 20s, early 30s. So, as far as age goes, what are y'all age limitations when it comes to dating? Like, how low will you go? How high will you go? What exceptions are to the rules?
So I only go like 5 over me. So that'll go up as I get older. But yeah, I only go 5 years older than me. Younger, maybe 2 or 3. I can't go too young. Because the young ones, they rocking with something, but they not really trying to.
Well, I mean, I know some well-established 26, 27-year-olds.
I mean, that's true.
So I always say 4 up and 4 down. We had to be in school together at least some point. I can't be dating you and you're 22. Absolutely not. Yeah. And I can't be dating you and you're 58, 60. Not gonna happen. You're literally, that's my father's age. Like, what you doing? So.
Well, it can be kind of.
Oh, by all means.
I feel like, again, it goes back to what are you looking for? Okay. I feel like I'm the only person who's just like, what's the word I'm looking for? Open to whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
So you don't want a husband right now. You just want what you want when you want it. Period.
basically. But if I find someone that wows me, 'cause I get bored easily. Maybe I should have caveated with that. I get really bored easily, and I might like you. I'm a Virgo, and then next week I might be completely annoyed by you. So no, I'm not looking. First of all, he ain't even looking for me. I'm not looking for nothing. Okay, I'm not looking for anything. So if you find me and you are applying pressure, and it's like, wow, and you not like the last nigga, then I will probably give you a chance. But I'm not looking like I might look for some entertainment. But as far as someone being my man, you need to come and get me. Stop me for what I'm doing. You don't need to do that. It's me and you now. But no man has ever done that. So why would I stop doing what I'm doing, having fun? Not that I'm doing, much, but like, why wouldn't I do what I want to do?
Period. Like, you're single, you ain't got no man, so do. And I totally understand. I totally get that. I know a lot of my friends. That's why I like 2 or 3 of my friends have now decided they want to be polyamorous, polygamous, because apparently there's a difference. So I'm not sure which one is which, honestly. But they're like, so, and I'm like, well, what you're describing is just you dating. But they're like, no, we want the emotional attachment, but we also want to have it with multiple people. So is that something? You just
like I feel like I just see me. I don't like to share. Like, I wouldn't mind if you're consistently on all areas doing whatever. I won't need to be with someone else, and you're not boring me. I feel like people who want to be in polyamorous, they're bored. They're not getting everything from that one person, so they feel they want to get bits and pieces from people to satisfy them, and then those people are doing the same thing. That's messy. You want to? How can you have an emotional attachment on that level with 17 folks? It don't make sense.
I low key agree.
To me.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I could never be in a polyamorous relationship because it's like you said, I'm selfish, and also it's like if I'm focusing all on you, I don't understand how you can try to build that relationship with multiple people. If you feel like you're a person that can do that, more power to you. But just for me personally, it wouldn't work like that. But so back to the beginning of the question though, so you don't find it odd to date an older man?
It's so much fun.
So how much is like? So do you have a limit?
For the most part, there are
like I said, you're the only one in the late 20s. I don't want to put anybody's age out there. So, but you're late 20s. So
I'm 28. Yes.
Okay, 28. So what is the cutoff at this moment that you'll go as high?
That's like 52. But you can't act like you're 52. So like, let me disclaim here.
Mm-hmm.
So the first time I really dated or entertained or messed with or whatever an older guy, I was like 23. I was working at Enterprise. Long story short, I was working at Enterprise. I was looking crazy that day. I was putting this man in a car. He basically gave me his phone number. He was fine. I'm 23. He was like 40. So he ended up taking me out or whatever, and I would have probably dated him at that time. But now that I'm 28 now, and I know I would have dated a 21-year-old, I can see how it's like, again, this is fun. Sustainable, but not forever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that was then. But I longed for him for a long time. Like, meaning, like, craved his energy. It wasn't even about like sex or the money. And then time passes.
I like that. I craved his energy. I like that.
Yeah. Because it's like people our age, girls mature faster than men. I think we all know this. And it's like, who wants to date someone your age, a guy your age? He's so dumb. They say the dumbest stuff. It's like when you are with an older guy, it shows you how you want to be treated. And it just makes it harder for these men our age because they're either A, not capable, they don't have money, they didn't have a father figure, they haven't failed enough times to learn from their mistakes. They're still making mistakes. And I don't want to be nobody's mistake no more. So I like dating older guys until
Taylor out here preaching. Wait a minute.
Until it comes to the sex. And he's going,
damn.
but the 39-year-old guy that I was dating, that was like, he was probably in my top. I'm not gonna give a number, but he up there. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed what we did. The other guy, like just imagine finding the perfect person, and then it's just one big thing. But sex isn't everything. But
is sex a big
It's
part
a big
of a relationship? That's my question to
it's
everybody.
giving 95%.
95% of a relationship?
95, that's a lot, but
It is. I mean,
it's over 50, but not 95.
I feel like 95%. Would you really?
Taylor,
How cool would you really be to
90
someone?
out of an entire relationship, you're telling me sex is 95%?
No, I take it back.
I'm
I
about
don't
to
think
say,
it's
out of
okay, maybe 95 was high, but it's a lot. Okay, like I feel like sexual chemistry and intimacy is important. Like you don't want to lose that with your person.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like maybe I'm not gonna put a number on it because I feel judged, but
not judge, but I'm
We're
just
not
saying,
judging
in a
you.
relationship, you have like emotional intelligence, you have loyalty, you have trust, you have, I don't know, however your love language is. Some people want a quality time, some people want physical touch, some people want acts of kindness and all that good stuff. So you're saying out of all of that, him, all of that. But I do know that sex is a big part for most relationships. I've had somebody literally call off a wedding. This guy was perfect for her, but she was just, I'm going to cheat on him and I don't want to. I was like,
exactly that's
That's
the thing.
Taylor.
Regardless of how good this person makes you feel in every other area, when it comes to that, which is what both people both need. A woman wants it and a man wants it. And if you guys can't, like someone's gonna have to sacrifice. And that's just not an area I am personally willing to sacrifice in for a relationship. Like I need some potential. I need this to be getting better. Like it just can't be trash all the time.
I mean, yeah, they can't. If it's down to, you guys have to have sexual chemistry, but if it's down to that person's performance, if they can improve, then
Yes.
it can
How
be
much time do you
okay.
give
But if they
someone
can
to
improve,
improve, to show you that they can do it?
that was my next question.
what was the question?
How much time do you give somebody?
Right.
I don't know.
We grown here.
All right, okay, so
I
wait.
am the first person you had sex with. What's
You
up?
talking about sexual chemistry, right? What about if they can give you intimacy, but not necessarily sexual chemistry? Because those two are two different things. Like, as of right now, I'm looking for somebody to be intimate with to then be able to get to sexual chemistry. But could that be enough to sustain you?
Mm-mm.
It is for me.
All right, go ahead, elaborate, Jazz. Because these two are like, hell no.
So I'm trying to figure out how to start this conversation now.
My vanilla
So
in
I'm
arms.
probably
Go ahead.
You said what?
My
Okay,
vanilla
G.
in arms.
Right. So I didn't truly start tapping into like physical touch and sexuality and being sensual until probably like within the last year, honestly. And
Within the
it has a lot to
pandemic.
do with. I'm sorry.
I said within the pandemic. That's interesting.
Well, I started therapy during a little bit before the pandemic, but yeah. So it had a lot to do with that and some of the things I've gone through. That pushed physical touch down to like the very bottom. It was basically like the 2% when I first took that quiz. So that's something I've been working on in therapy. And so where I am now is because of therapy.
So, do you feel like because of
So
therapy,
intimacy means a lot to me because I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I have a delay, so I'm sorry.
You good? You good? Say what you about to say.
Okay. So intimacy it means a lot to me because if we can like spend time together and you're gonna wine and dine me and you're gonna pay attention to the things that make me glow or smile and you're doing those things, and we can just build that tension without necessarily like jumping right into it, that's going to make me want you even more.
I agree. I'm not necessarily. I really want somebody that I could just be around first, that I can stand. Because there's been a lot of guys that I've talked to, and it's just like I don't even want to talk to you. Like after a couple months, like, you expect all this stuff that I know that I can provide. I know that I'm capable of doing, but like, sir. Like, there's a guy I'm talking to. I don't know if I'm talking to him. And that's another thing. It's like nowadays, how do you define stuff? There's so many titles that nobody ever wants to take. You got situationships. You got friends with benefits. You got, does dating even exist? Is that a thing anymore? You got F buddies. You got, I don't know.
Well, aren't those all the same thing? I feel like sneaky link, situationship, friends with benefits are kind of all the same thing.
When we were in Panama, because that's another thing, we all went on vacation, right? I asked these two people, and this is verbatim. I asked him, and I asked him rather. I said, "Oh, it's like you came here with your friend." He said, "No, that's my girl." I said, "Oh, that's your girlfriend?" He said, "No, that's not my girlfriend. That's my girl."
What's the difference?
I said, "Come again?" He said, "So that's my girl, but that's not my girlfriend." I said, "So how is that your girl, but not your girlfriend?" "Oh, we have sex sometimes, and we go out on dates sometimes, and we hook up sometimes. So that's my girl, but that's not my girlfriend."
That's nigga.
That doesn't make sense to me.
I'm just like, wait a
At
minute.
all.
And I'm like, does she know that? Like, does she understand the circumstances? He was like, yeah, she defined them. I'm like, so you're dating somebody, right?
Reclaim your time.
He's like, no, we're not dating. She's my girl.
I don't even know what any of that means.
To me, it sounds like she wanted to be in an open relationship, and she wanted to do what she
So then
wanted
I
to
asked
do.
her.
But
No, wait. So then I asked her. So I said what he said. She was like, I just have sex with him from time to time. That's it. And he's a friend, so I brought him on the trip. I was like, it's so weird to me how two people can be just so far off the beaten path. Like, you're literally going left and she's literally going right. Like, how is somebody your girl but not your girlfriend? Like, I don't have a man. It's not like,
I mean, well, I guess that can
Morgan.
happen.
Explain.
That can happen. I mean, especially if y'all don't communicate to each other.
So
both
he
y'all
could be
gonna be
dating
on
her, but
different
she's dating
pages.
other people.
You have an
it's a
understanding.
misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Well, he said it's not his girlfriend, so maybe they just explained it differently. Like,
Maybe he meant like that's my home girl. That's my girl. You know,
that's my girl. Like,
I don't know.
No, he said like that's my like.
right, that's his girl. Because I bet if another guy tried to come with her, he would not be fucking with it. That's his girl. But if she was,
a lot of men probably have her.
He can't really do nothing because that's not his girlfriend.
Oh my God. That's not here nor there. The God.
Oh God.
Woo!
No, but I mean, but that is it. I guess it's understandable in a way because even
He was getting.
I mean, somewhat the situation that I'm in. He's not my nigga.
Speak about it, Morgan.
He's not my nigga, but he's not my nigga. But at the same time, like I don't want nobody fuck with him, and it's like the same on like that end. Like I'm not his girl, but he wouldn't be with it if I was fucking with other people.
So then why don't y'all just become
because it's not I don't know, that's just the situation that it is. That's just the situation that it is. So it's just
So you don't want him messing with anybody else.
No.
And he don't want you messing with anybody else.
No.
But y'all don't want to be boyfriend and girlfriend.
No.
That's just fucking. Look, the thing is, you could not want to be in a relationship but want to fuck. So,
but eventually, you also catch feelings. You do catch feelings, but it doesn't mean you want to be.
Like they love each other.
Oh God! Now she just putting all the love out here.
I mean, okay,
Goddamn.
maybe not love, but they
No,
strongly
it
like each
is.
other.
It is.
I feel like
You
if
can
y'all can
use
fuck with
love. It
someone
is
for so
love,
long, you're
but
going to grow some type of feeling. But I feel like for me, it's like always in the back of my head. I know what it is. Like,
yeah.
no matter how this person makes you feel, no matter how many times y'all hang out, kick it, you crying, they there for you, you know what it is. So it's like,
I'm back to this love situation. Wait a minute. So, do you find so are you in love with him or do you just love him? Because you can have love for anybody. Like I love. You can have general love. You can have unrequited love where you love somebody they don't love you back. You can have, you can be in love. So the L
Oh,
word
I
has
thought you was
entered
about to say agape love. I thought you was about to really go into it, KG.
oh man.
So the love has entered the chat. So Morgan, when it comes to love, how do what are we talking here with this man?
I love him.
So are you in love
I'm
with him?
not in love with. I don't think that I'm in love with him, but I love him.
You love him.
Okay, being honest and being totally real. If he was to be like yeah, we should be together, I probably would.
So what's stopping you from
But
making that decision?
it's a whole situation. It's a whole thing.
And that's one reason why
There's
2022 sucks when it comes to dating. I don't want that. I want to meet a man, get to know a man. After 2-3 months, what are we doing?
I
Oh,
mean,
you
that's
want
what I
to?
want too. That's what I want too.
It never works out like
It
that,
doesn't.
But it doesn't work out
it
like that.
sounds good.
Damn.
And if it happened, I'd be like, you must be lying about something. You got a hidden life somewhere.
And that's the thing. We shouldn't feel like that. We shouldn't be skeptical.
I always have a
But
wall up. I just don't trust these niggas out here, and that's horrible, isn't it?
people be lying
They
and be
yeah.
hiding whole families,
Hiding whole sexual preferences,
and that too.
like Twitter swindler or the
Tinder swindler.
the Tinder swindler, like that. And it just so many stories like that where it's just like. And there was another guy. The Twitter's actually before I got kicked off Twitter. Y'all know I got kicked off Twitter. I just saw a video of a guy that I used to follow. Fine, thick man. He was the Twitter swindler. He basically would tell girls that he's in the hospital because he got diabetes and he's about to die. So can you send him money? And that was his hustle for like a year.
They dumb. Once a man is asking me for money, I'm blocking you. You're not getting a response. What do you need? What do you need $20 for? That sounds like you need a blank. You don't need this money. No. I'm not saying I wouldn't hold my nigga down. But if you're not my nigga, why are you asking me for money? Like, we're in the dating phase. We're in the get to know each other phase. You want me to know that you're a broke bitch. That's what I hear. No.
I agree.
This is going nowhere. Left.
Yeah.
These are things that you cover in the pictures in the bio. You can tell.
Bless you.
You can tell all of these things. Don't. I feel like when we camp out there, when
You could just see
ponder,
somebody broke.
we get trapped. I can read a broke bitch from a mile away. Okay.
Ooh,
And that's just what it is.
I'm dead.
that's hilarious. Okay, so any Tay or Jazz, so do y'all feel like there's anybody potentially right now that y'all could see yourselves being in a relationship with?
I'm no, not right now. I dated somebody fall that I met on Hinge. We probably dated I think 4 months, and he realized that he was not ready for a relationship, but he stayed on Hinge the entire time. So, and my good sis Tay sent me the screenshot for that.
Because I'm always going to be on the lookout for my sis.
Period. So you've met people from actual dating sites. Have any of y'all? Because I've yet to do that. I'm just, my head just gets like, he's gonna murder me. So I just have not done it.
Once you get over that, it's not so bad.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure after that, it's take a leap of faith. I'm just like,
I met one guy from Tinder. That didn't go anywhere, but we are still friends. And then I met one guy on BOK. And that was very good.
He broke your back, didn't he?
He what?
He broke your back, didn't he? Because you said it was ghetto. Yes, he
I
did.
don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Okay. Once you said ghetto, I said, yeah, he wasn't shit, but that
It was
back was
very
broken.
ghetto. He was a young man. He was a young
Hmm.
man, and that is why I can't mess with the
Yeah, he
young
broke
man.
that back.
I'm weak.
Tay, have you?
So I have met someone off of Tinder before. This was my first successful meet. He was cool and it was interesting. It
Your
shows me
back
that
was broken.
people, huh?
I said your back was broken too.
It wasn't even like that. It was a pleasant surprise though, and we had a nice little run. Maybe like I'd probably say we stayed in each other's lives for maybe like 2 years, but it was
Okay.
never like, oh, you're my man. As the relationship progressed, he was in an open relationship. He ended up getting with someone that he had known forever, and they were in an open relationship. He would like invite me to threesomes, to do coke with them, all these things, and I'd be like, I'm not doing no cocaine. I'm not having no threesome.
I
Like
am not Frank
I
Ocean.
have
I'm not doing
evolved.
no cocaine.
Okay, like I might be down for a threesome now, but back then, no, 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 no.
That
But
was a great segue into my next question. So everybody here pretty much is, we're monogamous. But could you date somebody, say they meet all your standards, who has a different uh dating mindset? Recently I met a guy. He said he's solo poly. And for the love of me, I do not understand what that
He's
means.
what?
He's solo poly. You know who all three of y'all know who I'm talking
Listen,
about.
that's the only man that I might be willing to compromise my
what is
standards
solo
for.
poly?
What? This is the first time I'm hearing
Bring
this.
him up here and we can.
This is the first time I'm hearing this.
So the man, hold on, let me because we have a little private chat over here.
A mess.
All
Yeah,
So
right.
KG,
this
So
let
is
them
yeah,
know. You
yeah.
know what man we talking about.
so Jazz. You would possibly be open for this
I
man.
think I might possibly be open for him. I do.
I can't.
So this man
I'm
is.
lying. I am lying like.
Yeah, you not
Could
lying
you
at all.
imagine me wanting to
What is
share him
solo
with
poly?
anybody?
So from what
Yeah.
I've deduced, and actually I screenshotted because he posted a John about it. Um, you know the John I'm talking about. Do do do. Okay, here my. I have almost 1,500 screenshots in my phone. That is
Oh my gosh,
something.
KG.
I
I
probably
know.
think that you be.
Um, it's a lot of content in here. A lot
I
of
have
good
five
stuff.
thousand
5,000.
863.
Lord have mercy. Oh, I
That
almost
means I don't
flashed.
know shit. Okay, I will screenshot that ass.
You don't delete none either. Hold on. Can I find it? Okay, hold on. If I don't find it soon, I'll just try to go off the dome.
Let's look on Urban
What kind of
Dictionary.
wine y'all drinking?
Cabernet Sauvignon.
I have the watermelon Stella Rosa, and
Oh, you
I
drinking
spiked it.
juice?
Well, I spiked it with vodka.
Okay,
Yes,
gotcha.
spiking. Okay, so I do not. I
You
know
said solo what?
solo
Solo.
poly.
Let's see.
That's hilarious.
Solo
I
poly
can't find it right now, but I know I screenshotted it.
is
So
when
basic. So go ahead. Do you have the definition?
polyamory
Yes.
is when someone has intimate relationships with multiple partners but still lives a single lifestyle. For example, someone who's solo poly might not want to live with, share finances with, marry, or have children with a partner. Ooh, I think I'm solo poly.
But the way that so that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, you want your cake and eat it too. And me, you just want to be able to cheat, but it not be cheating.
Why
Because
am I gonna use the C word? Why is it cheating?
to me, this is how Miss Finesse KG interprets it. But what the post said, it was like he puts his self love above everybody else. So he puts loving himself, catering to himself above his other relationships. So therefore, when he has other relationships, he can have multiple of them. I don't really understand it. It just sounds like you want to cheat and not be labeled as a
Now that
cheater.
sounds narcissistic.
Possibly. But so, do you think you could date somebody like that, like who's solo poly, or who I don't know what other dating styles there are? Who
I mean, in a way, aren't you supposed to love yourself more
Right.
than
I'm not
everybody
mad at
else?
it.
Your happiness is supposed to come first
I feel
before
like as
anything.
long as you're able to be there whenever I want you to be there, like I don't have to be like, come over or let's do or whatever and get pushback. I probably would be okay with that.
so could you date a married man who's able to meet those standards?
No, see, I believe in karma, and I'm not about to do that because I wouldn't want to be married and have some bitch with my husband.
I'm so glad because I was about to say yes, and I was gonna judge you. I wasn't gonna say it out loud,
You thought I
but
was gonna say yes?
I did. I thought you were gonna say yes. However,
What kind of person does she think you are,
passed the
Taylor?
Yeah,
vibe. You passed the vibe test. You did.
y'all's husbands are safe, okay? You don't gotta worry about me. You don't.
But no, so Jess, since you,
First of all, we probably not going to even like each other the same type of men.
Right.
that's a good question.
Also
I'm gonna
true.
pose that. That's gonna be my next thing. But Jazz, to focus on you real quick. So the guy that I was talking about. So do you really think that you could see you getting into a relationship with him?
No, it sounds good. But no, I can't share a man. I've actually been offered to be in a poly situation before.
So you would have been the
Um,
unicorn.
sure. I don't even know what that
No, because
means.
unicorn is if you're a third coming into a relationship, but that's not
I
really
would have been coming.
a
They
that's not
already
really
had
a poly
a
situation.
well. They have an established relationship, and they were inviting me into the relationship,
Okay,
but
then yeah,
not just
I'm
for
gonna say I did
a
research on
threesome
this.
situation. They wanted me to be around like longevity wise. And I mean, he had a proposal. He was gonna schedule a sit down with his girl. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now we about to have a Zoom meeting for us being all together.
I mean, everybody got to be on the same page.
So Monday, Wednesday, Friday,
This was like
alternate.
5 years ago, or maybe 4 years ago.
Oh snap!
Yeah. He's older though. He'll be 40 this year.
Oh wow.
So I don't know. I can't remember how old she would be now, but yeah, he's very established. He was willing to take care of both of
Was he
us
African?
with certain. No,
Was he Muslim?
he's from New York. I'm sorry.
I said, was he
They
Muslim?
different.
No.
Mm. Okay, yeah,
Mm-mm.
because usually there's like those are like the kinds who really want you to multiple wives. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Okay, but next question: type, preference. What are y'all's preference when it comes to
Hate this
dating?
question.
Men, do y'all have a preference? Is it anything goes as long as they're black?
I hate this
Let's
question.
figure out what these preferences are. Morgan, you go first.
Yeah, let Morgan go first. Let Taylor go last.
Please, because I'm about to get in and make my comments.
I mean, I don't know. Because I mean, I know what I like, but then majority of the niggas that I fuck with don't look like what I really like.
And that's gonna be my next question. But
So,
tell me what you like.
I mean, I don't really know. Ideally, I would like somebody tall because I'm tall. Chocolate, bearded. I don't really like bald men because they remind me of my daddy. So I would like them to have hair, but not like neck braids. Like I don't like that.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I would like a person with no kids, but I'm open to kids, not more than two. Um, thick. Oh, I do like them thick, not fat.
Thick.
Like not just big, but I like thick. I'll take a little belly. I could do a little man boob, not a lot of man boob. But typically, what I be messing with, they don't look nothing like that.
We're gonna hold that thought because that's gonna be my next comment. But Jazz, what you out here looking for? What attracts you when it comes to the male species?
The man has to be over 5'10". I mean, excuse me, 5'11".
You're
I
5'10".
pref- I'm 5. My height. Why does my height matter?
No, I'm just
How
asking.
tall are you?
Cause
We
just
just
because
had this
usually
conversation.
women
I
who are
am
tall.
a tall 5'7.5". Okay.
I mean, I'm 5'5". You're not that tall.
Thank
First of
you.
all,
Thank
first of all, the
you.
average for a woman is 5'4". Okay.
Okay.
I am tall. I might not be super tall, but I'm tall. Period.
You're taller than the average, but you're
Thank
not.
you.
Like my tail is 5'11". She's
She don't
tall.
even gotta get long in her jeans. She not tall.
There's just too much hateration on this StreamYard. So I'm going to continue with my preferences because hopefully my future something might be up here.
She's trying to snatch all the
So
tall men and she don't even need them that tall. Like, that's what it is for me.
5'11". If you're chocolate, I do prefer that. However, I recently have learned that I will entertain a man that is my complexion, but most definitely not lighter. Okay? If you're bald, that's a plus 10. If you have a beard, that's a plus 20. Okay? We can work out dressing. You know, if you can't dress, we can work that out. I can go shopping with your card and find you some nice, affordable clothing. Okay? One child, two max. The youngest has to be a 4 or older. Okay? You cannot be an overnight Walmart stalker. We're not doing that because I'm established for the most part.
Period. Because that's what niggas get hot when you say stuff like that. But I continue.
Yes, no, we're not doing no overnight Walmart stalkers. Okay. So yeah, I would like him to be in his career or his trade. Because I like a man that can work with his hands.
Me
Okay.
too.
Woo. And if you have a uniform, that might be even better.
Like a police officer, like a firefighter.
Yes, a firefighter.
I mean, Walmart workers have a uniform too.
No.
I don't know if I'm still alive or not.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. Tay, which what we all been waiting for. What is
All
your
right.
put
So I
up
have,
for
I have
notes?
categories, okay? No, it's never just one thing with me. I like options. So if I'm, on my fun, play, I feel like, well, across the board, I like a medium ugly. Medium ugly
Describe
firm.
that, cause you said that a few times, and let the
'Cause
people know what you mean by that.
medium ugly means you're handsome. You know what I mean? Like, everything that you have pulled together makes you a handsome person. You know what I mean? Like, you're put together, you dress nice, you keep your
Smell
hair
good.
cut, you have a nice hygiene. Now, but you're not like the finest man ever.
Take
But
one
you
of
have a
those
lot
away.
going for yourself, like, okay, you're handsome. I might not be like, ooh, he's fine, but you're pleasing. That's
I
it.
understand that.
Now, I have dated someone shorter than me before. I'm 5'2.5", 5'11", and
So
I
she's
dated.
taller than you. What are you talking about?
That's why
And I
I
want to date somebody at least Morgan's height.
Yeah,
I'm 6'2".
yeah, that would be nice.
I feel like 5'9" is the lowest I'll go. If you're my height or taller, great. But yeah, you definitely have to have money. You definitely have to have some type of intellect. And when I mean money, so if we're not in a relationship, you need to have money. Like, what are we gonna do? Having fun. You gotta pay to play. And my time isn't free. Okay, we can have all the fun ever, but what that money looking like?
Cha-ching.
If we're in a relationship, I feel like, just have goals, have a career, be somewhat established, working toward those things. I'm not really into being a stepmom. I don't feel like I'm trying to be an influence, a mother figure, anything like that. So I definitely would prefer to date someone who doesn't have children. Because I don't even know if I want children on the way. So maybe as time goes on, how that'll change. So I don't have to have kids. You already have your own kids. But yeah, it's more so intellect. Like, don't bore me and be semi cute. See, I have low standards.
Not so all that
They're
to
not
be.
low.
So money, medium ugly, everything else pretty much falls in place after that.
Keep your hair cut once a week.
Once a week.
Yeah.
Your braids don't be fresh.
So
Right.
that haircut needs to be every week.
He can't gel his edges down.
If he a real nigga, he gonna want it every week anyway.
That's
He gonna be like,
Him, Heidi, I don't have hair growing all over my face.
do you know how fast men hair grow?
Okay, are y'all talking about a haircut or an edge up?
A haircut.
Because there's a difference.
Look neat. When you have
You need to be going to see that goddamn barber.
Right.
I think their expectations are too high right there. Because
what man is not going every week?
I know men that don't go every week because
they
don't be $15 no more.
They be like 40, but oh
Put it in the
well.
budget. Put it in the budget.
Or learn how to cut yourself.
Ladies, you've heard it. Inflation. Cash after a man for his next haircut.
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh.
I'll compare it to our feet and our hands because they probably want us to keep our feet and stuff together.
But we don't get our hair done every week, so why would we set that expectation for men? Exactly. I feel like a haircut is understandable every 2 weeks. Every week?
It's funny how this is what you choose.
Majority of the men that I've met, they go every week because they're not gonna go without a haircut.
I would love to date a barber. Ooh.
I've never met anybody that doesn't go every week.
Interessante.
I mean, I guess some of the guys I've talked to, they go to their barber, but in between they do their own thing.
I mean, I guess that's fine too.
However it gets done, just make sure it gets done.
I mean, but it's different preferences. You can go for maybe a little scruffier look, in between cuts.
If I still want to and you scruffy, I know you fit to be fine when you come out that barber seat.
I mean, that's also true.
Oh my God.
I ain't gonna hold you. I watch barber stuff on YouTube, not even just because I want to be a barber. The transformation from when a guy gets in the chair to when he's leaving, I'm like,
that's why I like the medium ugly.
Them haircuts be transformative. You hear me? Transformative.
Yeah.
But I might as well throw my little pics in there. You feel me? If we're just going physical, big bearded and black is typically, how I break it down. Thick. Definitely thick, not spilling over. Like we can't wear the same cup size. That's not finna go down.
Right.
Definitely, I want college educated, preferably, but if not, if you're like an auto mechanic or like she said, like a firefighter, or in law or whatever, I can do with that. But I definitely would prefer, highly, highly prefer, you be college educated, maybe in a frat, maybe not really, give or take. You have to know King Jesus, amen, amen,
Amen.
Hallelujah.
And just the regular stuff, love, and something for me. You have to be some type of creative. I can't date nobody who doesn't have some type of outlet. Like whether it's musicians are deadly to me. But like if you're an artist, if you're somebody who just some type of creative outlet, whether you paint, whether you rap, not rap as a career, but just happen to rap, whether
spoken word or what's it called,
whether you do photography, videography, any creative outlet. Sculpt. I talked to a guy who was a sculptor. He had a great conversation though. He was nutty as a Fruit Loop, but yeah, I think he had like schizophrenia, low key, like low grade schizophrenia. But yeah, so that's pretty much, you have to have some type of creative outlet. I couldn't date nobody. Oh, you have to make me laugh. I stay coming with jokes. If we cannot laugh, it will never work. Ever. You could have A, B, C, and D, but it would never work. And I know none of y'all mentioned this, but for me, KG, and maybe because I don't know, maybe because I haven't experienced any of this stuff. But you don't have to have, you don't have to be working with a monster down there. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be,
Oh, here go Taylor. Here go Taylor. Here go Taylor.
I was wondering if we were gonna get to that.
I
Let
was
me
surprised
say
nobody
this.
mentioned it. I was like, you don't have to be.
I didn't know how deep we were going.
Look, you don't have to go that deep at all. But like I said, I don't know. So yeah, so that was something that I wanted to bring up too. So does you said sex matters? So does that is there a preference for your men down
I don't
there?
really have like a preference per se, but I feel like you need to work with what you got. Like I definitely need. I'm a big girl, okay? So
Yeah, we're all pretty, pretty thick out here.
I need you to be able to get the engine running, make the kitty purr, okay?
Okay,
Like
so in the private chat, I'm gonna drop a name, right? And don't react, don't wild out. But when I drop the name, tell me if this person would suffice in what you're saying to make your engine rev up.
Now, come
I
on,
was
now
just
you
about
already
to say
knew.
that.
You already knew what the
I
hell
knew
you
you
was
were gonna
doing,
do it.
KG.
Absolutely not. And for real, I was gonna say his name before you even dropped it because I was about to say,
I
KG,
knew it. I
you
was like,
better
y'all
not,
not gonna put this man's name out there. I was gonna.
you
You
better not bring him up. And look what you did.
Keep that
You
doorstop
brought
where
him
it's
up.
at.
no. I mean, y'all saw. I mean,
The doorstop.
he.
Keep
I
that
just
doorstop
no,
where
When
it's
Nene
no.
say the door is closed.
at.
But I also feel like along with size, it has to go with like your energy. Like I like when a guy is aggressive, like jerk me
So
a
you don't
little
like to make
bit.
love. You like to like fuck.
I mean, we can. I definitely like to fuck. Yeah, we can make love, but like, there's a way to make love without it being so sensual and slow and
Now, see, that's what I
like,
want. That's what I want out the gate. I needs all that my first time. I want
no,
all that corny stuff.
beat this pussy up,
Now beat it up, Jesus.
beat it up,
So
beat
you're
it
into like
up,
the choking
beat
and
it
the.
like some eggs, like
How you
Y'all
like your
remember that?
eggs? Try to
Fry the
fertilize.
fertilize, fry the fertilize, fry the fertilize. I
like.
was just about to ask Morgan, do anybody remember that song?
I feel like that's where sexual chemistry comes in because, like, some people, it's like you are just so turned on by being in their presence just because of the energy that they possess. Like,
Yeah.
I like a nice little makeout session, you know what I mean? Like, make it hot and steamy. Like,
Yeah.
leave me with a cliffhanger. Like, I don't want you to be predictable. Like, yeah, so. But yes, it does. But then I've encountered a man who possesses all of these things, big dick energy and, you know, turning me on without even touching me. And then we get down to fucking and it's like, what you gonna do with that? But it's fucked up. Like I will say I'm shallow in that area because people can't choose their penis size. They
You
can't.
can't.
But
You
at the
really
same
can't.
time, sorry.
Sorry to that man.
Right. Sorry to that man. Like, I can't help you. You weren't the chosen one.
Woohoo. I mean, look, I appreciate your realness, Taylor. So I appreciate it. You ain't holding no bars, and that's what you get on the Not From Concentrate podcast. We ain't holding no bars out here. But how do y'all two feel for you, Jazz and or Morgan, or both? So you say
Morgan
what
can
y'all gonna say.
go.
We're talking about dick size.
Yeah, essentially.
It doesn't have to be huge. I don't want my cervix being beat the hell in up to my neck, okay?
Look at Taylor.
I mean it's fun
That's the
sometimes,
Taylor one.
but
Taylor one that have to
you
go to the
know,
doctor every week.
I don't need an anaconda, I don't need a baby leg. But you know, like a little 7 to 8 is nice. And girth is where it's at. The girth is really where it's at. So you don't really have to be going super deep if you got that thickness. So, you know, I'm open, but I don't want no little pinky either.
Yeah.
I don't want a little skinny wiener.
When we're talking about girth, are we talking at least 2 inches thick? Or
I have
like,
no idea. So I look.
I
I'm
mean,
just
I can
here.
go get the measuring tape.
I mean, we,
I need a
right?
nice,
That's what I'm trying to
Do we
look
want
at
to use the
feel
remote control?
pressure going in my vagina.
I mean, that remote control,
Because
I
if
guess,
I
is.
can have just one hand and my mouth can do the rest of this, then that works for me.
Yeah, that, yeah.
But yeah, I need you. Yeah, thick.
That
I
little
don't want
soft spot.
this. What am I gonna do? Look at how big my hand is. What am
If
I
I
supposed to do
can't
with
put
this?
two hands on it, or if my fingers is overlapping, you
I,
need to go home and bring me and go get the rest of the dick. Like,
Oh my gosh. Okay, so say if he's lacking in that area, but he can do other things really, really well.
no,
Does that make up for it?
no.
I've been here. I've been here and done that. I do not want this again, ever again in life.
I
Do you
like
see
the
this?
dick part of sex. I'm not really that big on head. Like, yeah, I like my coochie ate, but like, if it comes down to it, all of this foreplay is nice, but I want to fuck. Like,
Yeah.
you can eat my coochie all you want, but I want to have sex.
Yeah.
Like, that is the
Wait,
cherry
I
on
want to
top
have
of
sex.
the ice cream. Okay,
Mm.
it's like no. Mm-mm. I can't.
Y'all feel
Yeah,
the
if
same?
you only got the head, then no. We're not compatible.
Right, because it's just a tease.
I'm
It's
gonna
like you
cheat
want to
on
eat my
you.
coochie, get me all riled up, and then what?
Like, oh, here comes
Okay, eat my
dick.
coochie, please. Like,
Like, I want to be like, ooh, yay, here comes dick. Not, oh, here comes
it's
dick.
like being on a roller
Oh
coaster
my
and you
god.
expecting the big, and it'll never happen.
She said,
There
oh.
is no butterfly in the bottom of the belly. Like, I refuse. We just grown to be having bad sex. Whatever that means to you, you don't need to do anything that's not like making you feel better.
And
That's
that's
true.
real. That's true. So for all I know, the men who are gonna watch this, some are gonna be like, well, these ladies, well, this they got too many requirements. That's why they single in the first place.
They can't say that about me. I don't got that many requirements.
Well,
Medium ugly, something.
You said
You
they
know,
gotta have money.
I mean, that should be the basic. We all need money. You gotta pay to play. You wanna date me. You want me to fuck you, turn up on the dick, do all these things. You don't got no money. That's
Honestly, I'm working
did you
on
say turn
raising
up?
my
Did you say
standards.
turn
I'm
up?
trying to raise
turn up on the dick because they don't
my
want no
standards.
basic snooty. Like, you want an experience, so do I. That requires different things from each party.
I'm sorry.
Now,
What were you
Morgan,
saying?
I heard you say you trying to raise your standards.
I'm honestly trying to raise my standards. I don't have enough requirements. Honestly, my shit is in the toilet. I'm trying to do better.
What,
So,
girl?
if y'all say that I got too many requirements, nigga, what? I don't understand. I don't understand because I'm pretty simple.
It's
I mean,
hilarious.
I know my requirements and expectations are a tad lengthy. I mean, I have a whole list.
Now,
So
see, I don't
Jasmine.
have a list. But at the same time, I feel like it is somewhat healthy to have a list.
It
I
Not
had
is.
to
Yes,
do that in
you should know what
therapy.
you want.
yeah.
That was my homework for therapy one time.
So do you feel
Yeah.
like you're stuck, like nothing on that list? Like if he doesn't meet every single bullet point, that it's a no go, or are you flexible? Like some things
I'm
like
flexible.
loyalty, honesty, commitment. I know some those things are I'm never gonna flex on. Either you are or you're not, because you're not gonna be with
Right.
me and not display those things. That's just not gonna go down. But height, I mean, I've really never been like I'm 5'5", so there's a huge there's room to play. You feel me? Like there,
Yeah, for
and I've
you.
even talked to somebody who's my height because I don't really wear here. I don't want to say basic. I'm not basic, but I am not. I'm not high maintenance. I'm not like I really don't. I don't do the lashes. I don't do makeup. I don't do heels. Like I can, but I'm just regular. Like I'm just a regular individual. So it's like that's what I require from my man. I don't require him to have on Montclair or
I hate a flashy guy. I don't like guys that are
what
flashy.
are those Armani? Not Armani. What are those new jeans? They start with
Yeah, I don't
R.
know
Truly.
nothing designer.
It was like I can't think of it, but I don't usually be a designer type of guy. But like you said, clean cut. If you smell good,
Yeah.
I love a man that smell good. Like get it right
Oh
before
my
bed.
gosh. I was
But
addicted
one
to
thing I
this.
can say I'm selfish at, and you need to be a great kisser because I'm a great kisser. So if you suck in a kissing department, we have a problem. I don't flex about much physically or sexually, but that is a must.
Are you willing to teach them how to kiss
I
about it?
don't know how to
Not
teach
at
that.
30 years old. No.
Now guys, let's be a little nice.
Why are
about
you
this.
30 and you don't know how to kiss?
Now look, because
Everybody likes
I too
something
love to
different
kiss.
though.
I too love to kiss. I love it, love it, love it. But also, and I also thought that I was great at it. But then a man just told me like a year ago that I'm not good at it.
No, he's not good at it. He's trying to bring you
So
down. Don't listen to that
Right. He's a
foolishness.
hater.
you don't never know though. You
I
might
know.
really think
Everybody
I
you
know.
might
has
really
what
Look,
think
they
you
like
find
Tell
though.
you, it's
you
him.
know me. I don't have much to brag on. As a matter of fact, I have quite a lot. Not I can't brag on a lot, but what I can brag on, I know that I can brag on, and
But
that
why
is one
y'all
thing that
not
I
gonna
can
be
brag
willing
on.
to teach somebody
How do you teach someone how to
how
kiss?
you like to be kissed?
Well, you know what? You're right. The last person I kissed, I had to tell them. I said, "Why you keep trying to stick your tongue down my throat?
Right.
Don't do that.
Do
Why
less
you kissing me
tongue
so
in
slow?
Yeah, so you kind of
What do you mean slow kissing? That's explain that. Like
Like like it's a fucking
like a movie.
yes.
that. Like you
Like
don't like that.
maybe I have an emotional attachment problem. I'm gonna seek therapy. Catch me
Yeah.
in the
Because a lot of the sensual stuff you really don't like. You like the wham bam.
because it gives me too much time to think. Like, what the fuck is really going on here? Like, I feel like sex to me is not. It's more of like an enjoyment thing. Like, yes, there is an emotional connection, and like it is a moment between you and that person. But I feel like someone who I'm truly, truly, truly into the sexual department, though it's very important to me, that's not gonna be. That's not the time that I want you to be sensual. That's not the time where I want you to be gentle. That's not those times.
So
You
you
know what
just
I
want the
mean?
carnal aspect. You just want the pleasure.
Yeah, it's pleasurable. We can be intimate and cuddle and do all those things, but
I
I'm not saying I want to be pounded all the whole session or whatever. There's
I want a good
levels,
mix.
but
Good
yes,
mix.
a good mix. Like, but no, don't be trying to make love. We're not trying to wife in the club right now.
So you want to be choked and smacked and spit in the mouth and all that stuff.
No.
Come on, spit in the mouth.
You need to spit in my mouth. My thing is don't spit in my mouth. Don't pull my hair. I don't like
Don't pull
getting
the hair.
Hold up, time out. Don't pull your hair.
Do not pull my hair.
This is starting to
Listen,
sound
if
very
I got
basic
something
to me,
to
Taylor.
you,
What is
that's
going
it.
on?
That ponytail.
That's it.
What
Don't
is
spit in
going
my
on?
mouth.
Hit from the back. I want my neck to be like this, and I even
Taylor,
want to grab her
we
mouth.
need the BDSM. We need the BDSM results.
One of my braids out once, and I was like, no. Yes. So I said, for the sake of my edges, don't touch my hair.
Well, see, that all depends on. They're not pulling in the right area. You're like they're probably pulling all your hair as a whole. You're not supposed to pull where the edges
I
are. You
mean,
got to get
like,
that
it's
middle
not my favorite thing. Can
in
I
the middle of the
say, yes,
head.
my hair has been
Not the middle of
pulled.
the
Is it my
And it
favorite
ain't
thing?
supposed to be a pull like that. It's just like
Supposed
a
to be in the middle.
constant like.
Yeah, no.
It don't be.
I ain't gonna hold you. I like that little grab it and wrap it around you.
Don't
Around
touch
your
my
twist.
hair.
Yank me back.
But it's not a constant pulling. Like just yank my hair back, and you know.
It don't be that, though. It'd be like, okay. No.
Give it a little kiss on the neck. You know.
Yeah, like, I'm open to a lot of things, but that's just, like, not for me. I'm not into the ass.
Don't spit in my mouth. I don't want that.
Right.
I'm open to. I like the spit in the mouth thing, but it's not.
You're not
Everybody.
about to spit in my
I
mouth.
like the spit in the mouth thing, but it's not something that you guys just do with people. You do it with your person. That's
I
your
don't give a
person.
who you
I
are.
don't understand the.
And it's not a loogie, guys. It's not a loogie because everybody thinks, oh, this
So what
is
is it?
coming from the middle of your chest, like you're like, no,
No, I don't think
not
it's
a
that.
loogie, but just a little.
No.
Your mouth is watering. You and you just a little. in the mouth.
No.
Y'all kiss is the same thing. You're already swapping spit kissing. You're already swapping spit kissing.
And I'm like this, and my mouth is. You told me.
And if nut is going in your mouth, all this stuff is going in your mouth, and you mad about some spit going in your mouth?
No.
Also, y'all
Don't you spit in my mouth.
Yeah, don't do it.
I don't understand.
Well, you
Don't even let nothing drip from your mouth to my mouth.
So y'all are
I don't even want you to sweat on me.
She said she brought nothing to the conversation. I didn't even think about that.
All these things going, all these fluids go in mouths. But
Yeah,
y'all draw the line at spit.
I've never.
Y'all draw the line at spit. And all these fluids.
Of being, I've not had that experience though of like even them nutting in my mouth. No, I've not done that. I'm not saying I wouldn't do it.
I would throw up. I know
I'd
I'd throw up.
Because I just feel like certain things I want to be for my husband, and I want to be able to say to myself, like, okay, I at least waited and let my husband do this for the first time. It's some things I just don't want to try with anybody. That's me, though.
That's true. I used to feel that way.
Same.
No, and it's no reason. It's not bad to feel that way.
No,
it's not. I mean,
but
you can't just let anybody feel that way. You can't just let anybody slut you out. Like,
right, exactly.
Well, some people say that's an amazing feeling, just to feel that way.
Let it out.
Some women and men say, slut me out. It's amazing. So.
Let me stop.
Everything is not for everybody.
Taylor do be saying that. Taylor definitely be saying that all the time.
Everything is definitely not for everybody. You don't pull out all your tricks for everybody.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's understandable. I definitely felt that. I felt that way about butt stuff for sure. I was like, butt stuff is only for the husband.
I feel like if I have sex with someone for the first time and they're doing so much, I'd be like, damn, you do this to everybody.
Right.
That you need.
Wait, what? What happened?
Like I said, I feel like if I have sex with someone for the first time and they're doing like more than the regular, like yes, you have sex with someone for the first time, you want to show them like ooh. But like when people start doing too much, it's like, oh,
don't you eat my ass on the first link? You eat everybody's ass on the first link? Nope, I can't kiss you, sir.
I'm probably not gonna suck your dick on the first time we have sex.
Yeah.
Or the second.
Honestly, first link. If y'all like this, y'all first time having sex, it probably the head thing's probably not happening. Yeah.
Let's start there.
I don't know if y'all can see, but I'm tearing up.
It's okay.
Oh my goodness.
You gotta. I don't know. You gotta. Because head to me is a very like
intimate thing. If I suck your dick, I fuck with you.
Yeah, it's a very intimate thing.
Maybe because of how I am, like the lead up to me getting to the point where I say I'm going to actually go like have sex with you. I've known people 2 years and never let them hit, and then I finally give in, and then it's like, no, we're doing all that stuff. You're definitely giving me head.
Well, yeah, if it's been that long.
I like cookies.
I know somebody you better not do that with.
I like cookies.
Put it in the chat, KG. Put it in the chat. I think I know who you're talking about.
This is a very messy episode, y'all. Like,
it's probably gonna happen. If he ends up in Costa Rica, it's probably gonna happen.
What?
It's probably gonna happen. He's wanted me for a long time.
All I'm saying.
No, he's wanted me for a very long time.
And
I just want to watch.
And look, hey, I will kick your door in. What's not finna go down is that.
No, I'd rather have,
I will yank him outside of you. I will pull him
out.
I want
to watch.
Not doing it. We're not doing that. We have standards around here. Not doing it. I can't stand it.
Do I have standards if I really want the other one, though?
It's just dick.
Did you see what I said that man makes?
Not like that.
Yeah, but do you know how many women are like, because he's dropped his fits, are probably going to be trying to.
Now that man, my mouth.
That is what makes someone so unattractive to me. Like, That makes me feel like you're for everybody. Like you just gonna.
He is. He's polyamorous.
Oh, true. Well, maybe I'm not.
He tries to make it seem like he's poly, but with standards. So it's like, do they really go hand in hand?
He's giving Lawrence. Fuck nigga in the suit.
If there's 100 girls and they all meet his standards,
it sounds like you're gonna have sex with all of them. That's why I'm like, I'm not probably gonna ever do anything with them because I don't want to be a part of the community dick. Like I don't. I love to look at you. I love to flirt, but it probably won't ever be that. But the other one, I've known that one way longer, so that would be more likely.
No,
it's vacation. No. It's vacation.
No,
What you do on vacation is.
It was supposed to happen on the cruise.
Don't tell me.
I paid my deposit, KG.
Yay!
When I'm gonna get my egg on invoice?
Right. Okay,
we'll talk about that offline. We'll talk about that offline because he broke down all that stuff. But yeah. So we want to hear hour and 20 minutes. All right. So I think we talked about dating 2022. We said a lot. So do y'all have hope?
Yes.
A husband out here in these streets?
I do. My husband's just not in Alabama, so I've got to get the hell out of Alabama.
Oh, that's where are y'all located? That's a good thing to say.
I am in Birmingham, Alabama.
I live in Norfolk.
757 Charlotte.
So 2 people from the 2 up, 2 down. Morgan is from the West Coast, but she lives in
Cali all day,
out this bitch.
But she lives in Birmingham, Alabama, and I'm from Jersey.
I'm from the Bay.
So, like I said, once again, we're college educated, beautiful women. Y'all are gorgeous ladies.
Thank you.
We have prominent jobs, We are out here sustaining ourselves. We are in social organizations, you feel me? So, so y'all do have hope for finding a husband? Do you feel like you're intimidating the men? Do you feel like you just have
I've been told I am.
Circle? Really? Let's talk about that.
Sorry.
I think they were just beta men. I know I'm an alpha female, and the last thing I told the guy I dated last year, I made it a point for him to understand I have to be an alpha female at work. I do not want to have to come home and be an alpha female in the household too. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
I do not want to be that 24/7 strong black woman all the time. I don't.
You shouldn't have to.
So, yeah.
And he expected that from you?
I feel like he did. When I started opening up more, which is what he requested, and being more vulnerable, it was like it seemed like it became too much. Yeah.
Damn.
And like I started holding him accountable because I was in therapy. He mentioned he wanted to be in therapy. Okay, let's find you a therapist. When it was time to start doing those things, I had to reschedule the appointment, or I forgot it was today. No, your appointment.
I'm glad you found the strength to cut that off, because people will give niggas 1,000 passes for their friend, like, we out.
It was not that easy, but yeah.
But look, you did it, and we out here. So, and I know, I really have hope for us. I'll be like, Lord, Sierra got Russell. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of my friends got their mans.
After having a future.
And if that ain't a word, if that isn't a word, she found her Russell after future. So
how many futures we got to have, though?
See, they don't ever tell you that part.
Okay, because I feel like that's
a future. She had a Bow Wow. She had quite a few. But who knows? I really feel like, because I've been so faithful and diligent on a religious tip, that when I do find, or a man finds me, it's gonna be all right. Because I don't need 1,000 boyfriends. I don't need 1,000 partners. I just want one person that I can confide in, that I can just snuggle up to, that I can just be like, okay, yeah, he's mine. So all these ladies, beautiful, all single. We all single out here. But yeah, so in wrapping it up, if you could give me one sentence about dating in 2022, because we've gone through an array We didn't even touch on everything, honestly. We just actually just scratched the surface. But if you can just give me one sentence phrase on how you feel dating in 2022 is, I would love to hear it. So first, hold on. We won't have you go, Morgan. So dating. Oh, that. Whoa. What the heck? Hold on. There we go. Dating in 2022. What does it mean to you?
Basura, trash, garbage. Uh, no, it's difficult. Dating in 2022, it's difficult. Um, but obviously there are still people finding their person. So there's hope.
Excellente. All right, tell you.
Wow. I feel like it's what you make it. I feel like you should go in, like Jazz said, with intention, but also be open minded and really just, I guess, accepting what it is versus making up in your head what you want it to be. So you can see stuff for what it is, and then really assess if you want it for yourself. So I guess just being open minded and being able to identify who this person should be in your life versus trying to place them in the box of what you're looking for. So,
Excellent. You've been dropping gems.
I'm a Virgo. That's what we do.
All right, Jazz, bring it home for the potty.
Dating in 2022, your mantra should be "Yet still I rise," and I say that because you should always want to put yourself out there. And just because it doesn't work with the first guy doesn't mean it won't happen with the second. And even if it doesn't, you don't give up, because all of us deserve love and companionship. So don't ever give up. Always continue to be true to yourself, vulnerable, open-minded, like Taylor said, and still you'll rise.
Hey.
So we was coming with profound shit. Like I come in here with some old, you feel me? And they want to come with
You want to try again?
You
Hold
came
on.
with the
old
needy
Maya
leak though.
Angelou,
Somebody
Maya
wanted the needy
Angelou,
leak
snap, snap,
though.
snap. I ain't got nothing for y'all.
Somebody
Alright.
needed the
Get
needy
me out of
leak.
here.
It's ghetto. It is ghetto
No,
out
it
here.
really is.
Okay.
That is like real outlook. Like,
Oh man, that's
that's my real
hilarious.
outlook. You have to just, cause think about all the people that you dated when you were younger. You dated them because of this. You dated them because of that. Like, you have to readjust your want. Like, align. Like, is this realistic? Does this really matter? Like, you have to see people for who they are, because we be feeling like we want one thing, and then God be like, nah, this is what you need. But we be running from it until we finally give someone a chance. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, take people for what they are and see, like, damn, I know what I like, but this also compliments me as well. And that's why I date the way I do, because you will find that meeting different types of people and always staying true to yourself and always making sure you're having fun. You can't wait for somebody to have fun. Like, you have to be doing stuff because it's what brings you joy. You don't have time to be drained. So
You bring me joy. Sorry, that song.
whoever you're supposed to be with will find you along your journey.
Period. And also,
All right, we going. What a money reside. What a money reside.
Period.
What a money
Because
reside. What a money
my
reside.
person just can't be broke. So he's not gonna find me if he's not broke. Okay? He has to be where the money resides. Not where the money resides, okay? So if you find the money, you can't reside together.
and if I had to wrap up 2022 dating, I mean, honestly, dating is dating even a thing? Honestly, like there's just so many. Oh, I vibe with them, and I'm cool with them, and we understood. What's understood don't got to be explained. Explain. I need explanation. I need to be clear, concise. I need the minutia, if you will. I
Okay,
need to understand.
Lucia. What does that mean? How
I
do you
can
spell that?
hold on. Minutia. I heard it in Guardians of the Galaxy,
No, no, no,
and
no,
I've been
no,
using that
no.
word ever since. It means the small, precise, or trivial details of something.
Ooh, I'm gonna start using that word. They're gonna
You
be
should.
like,
It
oh,
just
I'm
rolls
gonna
off
be
the
like,
tongue.
yeah.
The nitty
Aquila, you
gritty,
leave me, please.
the nits
Not
and
a
grits,
key
as
with
I
me.
say. I just need, if it's a relationship, I need it to be understood because I don't want to be, my biggest fear, and if we want to get a little touchy out here, that's why I have such a big wall up. I'm very closed off. I'm very, oh, but okay, G, okay, G, where you been? No, because my biggest fear is me giving all myself to somebody being played. Like, I am petrified of that because it's happened before. We're not going to get into that, but it's happened before, and I was just like, oh my God. And I was able to bounce back, but I vowed never again for that to happen. So it's kind of hard.
But KG, you're resilient and you shouldn't sell yourself short, nor have a wall or guard up because you may miss out too.
This is the end of the episode. And this is
Okay.
why
All
I
right.
specifically saved this for the end. So I ain't got to get onto that because I'll get emotional and I'm a thug. We ain't doing all that today. Because it's not a regular episode. So I always do a keeping 100 moment. I can't almost forget my own show because it's
Oh,
not the usual format. And I'll go first because you always got to keep it 100 when you come on my show. Because I always say at the end, and I'll say it
I think
again,
we've done this all episode.
for real. But whether I give you an ounce, a gallon, or a liter, everything we say is 100% real. So it's the keep it 100 moment. I usually go first, and y'all can follow. So my keep it 100 moment of this episode is make sure. No, I want to keep 100. These gas prices got to chill. I understand they got to chill. Gas jumped 11 cents overnight. Overnight.
Listen,
I get gas
I got gas
once every
yesterday and it
two
was
weeks.
$63.
What kind of car you got?
A SUV, a Acura RDX. So
Shouldn't
I
cost
get
that much.
premium.
Oh, well,
Jazz
maybe it
dropped off
should.
her mom's car, but only like 1K.
Bro, I get gas once every 2 weeks because I work from home and I really don't, and I don't drive throughout the week. So I'm blessed. I get I get gas once every 2 weeks, and I'm getting gas. I'm like,
I love you, Jazz.
somebody got so coochie for this price. Like, what is going
Hey!
on?
There
So
you
I
go,
mean,
KG.
we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. However, but gas gotta chill, bro. That's my keep it 100. Y'all have got to chill. Bring it down. I don't know what you're doing up there, Byron, but you gotta chill out. Something gotta give. All right, who up
Yeah.
next? Morgan, what's your keep it 100 moment?
Go to somebody else.
My
I'll
keeping
go.
100 is that Joquan Biden needs to forgive these student loans and stop worrying about everything else. He keep running from his initial platform. I ain't seen no credit to my Fed loan account, okay? But he out here trying to help Ukraine and fucking Russians, okay?
Well,
What
not all the
about
Russians, but
my
yeah.
student loans, Joe? Forgive the loans, Joe.
And Joe talking about some. We need to start taking away remote jobs to get people back in the
Yes,
Hashtag.
workforce.
I'm not voting for that
So
nigga.
you mean to tell me gas is going up, but you want us to start traveling again, bro? You scammed me
That's
once. It ain't
going up.
happening
You're not
again.
forgiving the loan, and you want me to fucking go to work.
Navy and keep emailing me. I emailed them
We need
back.
a purge every year with Joquan. I need an annual purge.
I
Stop
look,
the fuck
Navy
up
and
for
keep
that.
emailing me. I said, please stop because you're emailing something that you're not finna get. And I emailed them back. But yeah, so yeah, no, he's ridiculous. Absolutely, whatever. Yeah, I agree, 100. Jazz, what's your keeping 100 moment?
Well, I was definitely going to use Taylor's, but I have another one. I don't understand why chicken wings either can't be found in the freezer sections of the grocery stores or they cost $20 for a
There's a
pack of like
shortage.
seven.
And chicken breast. There's no chicken breast in Costco.
Bro, the pandemic may have been, it's quote
Pause.
unquote
No
over, but
chicken.
it's
What, Morgan?
No chicken breast.
Oh, breast. Okay.
What the hell
but
you thought
we're
I
just
said?
the ripple effects of what
Disregard.
happened. We're just now. We have about a good 10 years, I would say, because everything's either backed up or it's on shortage or it people ain't working, but then you want people to go back. It's a mess, bro. Yeah, it's foolishness. But yeah, Morgan, what's your keep 100 moment?
Legalize weed everywhere.
Period.
Ain't it legalized where you at?
Free push icy.
Well,
It's not
he
where
got
she's
caught
at.
in
It is
4K.
where.
That man got caught in 4K.
And what's the name? I'm a rapper.
K Flocka?
No. My other nigga. Rennie Rucci's man. Free that nigga too.
See, I don't know
Oh.
Did he do
Yeah.
it? If he did it, keep him in there.
He probably did.
Did he do it? He violated. He took his ankle bracelet off and ran.
Oh,
My
well, then keep
AirPod
him in
about to
there.
die, y'all.
All right, so we're gonna wrap it. Up. All right, Morgan. So they said they can find you on Instagram. All right, Tay, where can they find you at?
You can find me at KingSatch K1NGSATCH _ You can find me on Twitter. I just got back on Twitter like within the past 6 months, and it's real lit over there. So you can follow me at LoveMe_not. I don't know why that's my name. I actually won't change it, but
Right.
LOVEEME_not. That's my Twitter. And you can cash at me at $TMSats. Thank you. Okay, all quantities accepted. Minimum $20.
Don't tell me, niggas, sell me.
And Jasmine. And last but not least, we know you're not on socials, but when you do come back, where can they find you at?
When I return to social media, on IG, you can find me below Queen_Fresh with a Z. On Twitter, it is also Queen Fresh with a Z, no period. So Queen Fresh with a Z on Twitter and below for IG.
Hey, and as you know, you can always find your girl right here at Not From Concentrate Podcast. I say it all the time. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me anywhere you listen to podcasts, whether it be all the Jones you see on the screen, whether it be what you don't see on the screen. You can find me anywhere. I do have a Facebook, but you know I don't do Facebook, so don't look for me on there. IG, really, if you want to do a collab, if you want to do a feature, hit your girl up. You can always come up on here. We're always available. I want to thank my guests for popping out. This has been the making for like 2 some odd weeks. I'm glad everybody can make it. Beautiful ladies, single, educated, goal oriented, freaks, all that stuff. So why are they single? They shouldn't be. Make sure you hit them up.
Don't be trying to hide, Jack.
Not for real. Wait a minute. Hold up.
In the good way, in a positive way. As I say,
I'm
at the
positive.
end,
It's the end of the show for real.
We need a second episode.
Yes. Hey, if y'all want them to come back, let me know. Comment below.
Y'all need to like this video if y'all want us to
Run
come
up the
back.
algorithm. You feel me? So, shout outs to them. Thank y'all for coming on. It was a great episode. I cannot wait for this to come out. I'll let y'all know. So, as I say at the end of every episode, whether I give you an ounce, a gallon, or a liter, everything I say is 100% real.
Bam, 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 bam.
So, thank y'all for joining me for this week's episode, and I'll see you next week. Peace.
Bye.
Yeah.